We saw in Blizzard World Dorado banned out here from Lokjiiu Beats, your number 1 undefeated, flawless here so far through Season 2. Pong, your number 2 seed. The Underdogs banning out Samoa, I Can Fall, the New Queen Street, and Shambhala Monastery. This brings us to your map pool here for your upper bracket finals. Let's get into it. It's going to be Lijiang Tower, King's Row, picked by Pong. We saw that dominant first point hold and take against Pumas on King's Row. Coliseum map 3, Suravasa, give me your flashpoint, and Circuit Royale chosen by Lokjiiu Beats for that 5th and final tiebreaker map 5 if we need it. Shinigami already showing us the Echo right out of the gate. Cabadella played a mean far on this map as well. Gonna get us out with the Sim. May actually go, I think maybe play the Tracer here. Definitely a possibility. We're getting the Lucio Ana on the other side. As Lokjiiu Beats coming out of the gate with Dalka on the Diva. Both teams gonna run the Diva comp. Noel could be priority target number 1. Here is there's just a Lucio to protect the Ana hanging out in the back of Dojo. Pong moves on to the point immediately. Shin's going to go in and just prevent that first cap once the point unlocks here in a few seconds. Dolka trying to move in. Might try to converge with Shin onto a target in the back. Good dynamite. Will force out the cleanse, and Lupo has to just back out and hide. Runs all the way to White Room. And first cap will go on over to Lokjiiu. JVG, thank you for the follow. Appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. We saw 7 with a mean auto there the last series. Coming in here with the Lucio's. Already found a pick early in this second fight. Lupo, did you get the poop off the side? Does get reach off the side. Has to sacrifice their mech to do it. But ends up being just a vice press here in the corner. Squeeze like a fresh cup of orange juice. Pong, take the second engagement. And we're going to tie us up here in percentage early in our first submit. Ooh, couple clean shots on the Shinigami there. Reach follow up on that. Like, attention is all on Lupo here on the front line of the bridge. They try to make their way across. Shin trying to protect Jojo, but it's a Kitsune rush. Forcing all of Lokjiiu back. Nano used to keep Dalka alive through all of that. Somehow they get a D-Mech onto Lupo. Sound barrier, oh, doesn't keep Lupo alive. They end up facing the business end of Dalko's mech. And even when the sound barrier in, it is Lokjiiu who have the response. They have the sound barrier on, and they have the player advantage here to win out this fight. The Shinigami gets taken down. And this point's going to flip right back over, but Pong have a decent advantage here. Almost said sizable. It's not quite sizable. It's a decent lead. Oh, hey, we don't have health bars on. Shame on me. Lupo's going to just go right into the back here for this next fight. Shikigami gets picked off on the approach. Looks like a chase on to Reach. Reach manages to get the Bob out before eventually going down. Oh, and the Dynamite's enough to take Lupo out of the fight. Bob even holding court here, making sure nobody else can move in on this point. Lokjiiu able to take the lead on the back of that, winning a very, very close fight. It looks pretty dark competitive, WP, but Lokjiiu Beats are 7-0 and did not drop a map through the entirety of the regular season. So they are certainly the favorites coming into this. But, I mean, this region definitely seems to have its own flair, its own flavor as far as composition. But it certainly looks to be competitive. No doubts there. Okay, push into the back. Gonna get the pulse. Noah goes down. And that's part of not having They kind of have the Lucio with the Ana. You don't have the Brig there to kind of fend off from that kind of assault right there. And this is going to flip right back over. We're going to 99-99 for this first sub-map. And I mean, nobody's really watched any South American Overwatch. Nobody's been broadcasting. I think I brought the first English broadcast of this region for FACEIT last week. And we're all just kind of relearning about this region. So appreciate you being here. I think it's important for this region to get some visibility and for them to expand and become more competitive. As the Sound Barrier comes out here from Ping Pong, on the back of a Kitsune Rush as well. Overtime starting to fade as Shin makes it onto the point. Sound Barrier in, but not enough there for Lokjiiu to get real value on the back of it, and Noel goes down once again. Kabalata able to find a pick, and it's a +2. Quick to be a +3 here for Ping Pong on this objective as they look to take the first sub-map, Lijiang Tower. What a back and forth. Seemed like nobody could really hold on to the point, right? It felt like the retake was strong with these teams. Let's see how they look, how they perform in a more brawl-like scenario. Once again, Noel sticking with the Ana here. In a situation where you might more commonly see a Baptiste. So I'm starting to think this is very much a comfort pick here for Noel. I mean, it was on the Brazilian World Cup team. Alongside Doka. Who is currently just holding down this front line. Nice sleep onto Lupo. Immortality field to try to escort Lupo into safety, and Shinigami comes in with a little extra pressure up front. Now we do have kind of the Reaper versus Cassidy duo to worry about here as well as the Ana versus Baptiste. I think Dalka might have to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more judicious with the block, considering there's a Reaper to worry about. But at the same time, Kamalata, I think, has more to keep their head on a swivel. But with shit gone, Kamalata is able to push in, try to pursue some exit picks. Dalka would love to stay in past this choke. Doesn't want to give up the entirety of that choke, and succeeds in doing so. Ant Matrix now up, trying to push Ping Pong all the way back on a corner. There's a nano boost thrown onto Dalka through all that. Dalka's going to jump in, try to finish off Lupo. Will get the punch in on them and Shinigami both. Para kills here for Dalka on the back. He's looking for 3. Dalka moves in and finds 3 with 1 press of the Nemesis form. Paunchy XXV, or XV, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support. Dalka starting to warm up. Yeah, perhaps the Ram a bit of a comfort pick here for Dalka. That sounded like I had more negative connotation than I intended, but really just that Lokjiiu, feel comfortable in the brawl. Perhaps more so than the D.Va composition, but it's very, very small sample size. Too early to say that for sure. Shinigami taking a quick nap here before they look to build up for the rest of this Death Blossom. Look to try to surround Dalka. Manages to do so. Bionade slows up this pursuit here from Ping Pong a little bit, but Lupo's eventually able to throw the Annihilation in. Sound barriers in from both sides. Do still have a Death Blossom from Shinigami here to worry about, and they're trying to teleport into the back line, drop it down, find Lokjiiu with it. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Nano boost on to Dalka, and they had the later Nemesis form in there, but they're outnumbered on this point. No Ill's there to even the odds, though. Lands the final blow on to Bazanella. Ooh, and gets a Bionade on to Lupo as well. They're looking to just completely turn this fight around from long ways away. The distance impact of the Yana turning the tide here. And it's Lokjiiu who are able to maintain control through a very, very long extended fight. Big ult fight as well. I mean, did we have 10 ultimates used in that fight? It felt like it. Oh, Shinigami, I was trying to get the Brazilian logo on stream. Considering this is a battle of two Brazilian teams. I thought it was perfect. No, you had to go put the Reaper cloak over it. Oh, Shin! Shin with a two-piece. Right out of the gate. Shinigami tried to bring this back for Ping Pong. Down 50% and a player in this fight. Ends up overextending, trying to reach past the shield of Dalka. And this is going to be Lokjiiu taking control center and sending us over to a round 3. These two teams are Brazilian, yes. From what I could gather, all the players that had Wikipedias to where I could confirm nationalities, there was 3 from each side, all were Brazilian. Actually, no, I say that even if we looked at, I think all 12 players in the battlefield, or all 10 players in the battlefield might be Brazilian at this point. Because I think even if we looked at... Here, you can see all Brazilian. Yeah. Ooh, where's Ping Pong? Ping Pong also all Brazilian. Oh, it's not on your screen. All right, well, anyway, I did confirm. All 10 players are Brazilian in the lobby right now. 2 even played for the World Cup team. Those 2 being No Hill and Dalka. Back to the Diva compositions as we head into Night Market to decide map 1. There you go, as we get confirmation in chat as well. Are they positioning here out of Lokjiiu? Ooh, nice nade on a Basanella in the back. You see, kind of out of the fight as Lupo is trying to push forward. Might have left him vulnerable, but Lupo doesn't overextend. They manage to just stay in cover and hold this front pillar. Eventually giving up that front door. Lokjiiu are going to push in. Ping Pong with members set on all 3 entrances, which means Dalka cannot stick around inside for long unless they're able to kind of cut off one of these points. Shin just playing right up the gut. First cap has gone over to Ping Pong. I mean, building percentage, sure. Now, no close to a nano boost. Basanella with a Kitsune Rush on the other side is also going to start getting thrown in. As expected, the trade from both sides. And it's kind of a rush in for the back line, or a rush in for the back lines, but Dalka peels, able to find a D-mech, but gets D-mech'd in their own right. So both divas kind of in pilot form. Dalka's able to get a kill on a 7 in pilot form. That was wild. You going for the boop? Oh yeah, you're going for the boop. Shin went out over Kamatella. Still on this point in a 2v2. It's Basanella and Shinigami, and Shinigami gets Shin. Here comes Lupo to back it up. All the while, Sound Barrier was even thrown in by Lokjiiu. And Ping Pong have managed to maintain control through all of this, are starting to force Lokjiiu back to their spawn door. See if they can claim this choke. The Bionade, a bit of a pressure release valve. Lokjiiu now able to push back in. Big Omnic Butler out from reach, and my camera did funny things. People turned around right as I tried to do stuff. Fight breaking out here in the courtyard. What is going on out here? Hunt onto the Lucio in the back. Ping Pong will get it. Just the Diva mech left here on point. The self-destructor try to buy time, and they're able to find Dalka before they can remac. So this will be the point flipping right back over into Ping Pong's favor. Lupo not too phased there by the Bionade, and here comes the pursuit as everybody from Ping Pong starts to surge forward to see if this is enough. Can they close this out right here and now? Important to not die at this point. You're not in the 90s, still a little bit of time for a spawn and a regroup. Hera from Lokjiiu. I almost want to call him like flip the L in the K for some reason. Anyway, sorry. Shin pushing around the back. The core moving up front. Basanella drops a Kitsune Rush. Overtime is burned and the boop is good! Dalka doesn't make it back in time! And Lupo drops the letter number in chat. Ping Pong are the first team this season to take a map off of Lokjiiu Beats, and they do it right out of the gate, putting them up 1-0 here in your upper bracket finals. Uh-oh, I'm not gonna make it back to my OBS in time. Ah, there we go. Close enough. I like to switch like right as it's fading, like it fades into me. Not so much that it's, you know, that I don't want you to catch the lobby. All right, anyway. I have very high standards of myself here. All right, let's get some stats going here before we head into map 2. Scoreboard. Standouts? Shinigami leading the team in damage. Dalka leading the server. Dalka also had fewest deaths in the server along with Lokjiiu. But unfortunately their DPS were leading in deaths. So a little more even here for Ping Pong. Right? Like when they die, they all die. But it looks like the front line, the DPS, you know, died a couple extra times. And I mean, that alone might have been it. What a close first map. I mean, even by the stats, it's so neck and neck. All right. Ping Pong with first ban in map 2. Banned out Icon Ball, the Blizzard World banned out on the other side. What brings us to the old King's Row. Here, let me get this camera in a nice position so we're not just the starting point. Yay! Nice position of camera. All right, let's get into map 2. Let's see, we need to get a side swap, didn't we, here? Let me get those colors swapped for you up top.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right, Echo Diva with you on a brig. We are getting the Lucio Bap on the other side, despite the similar DPS and front line. So just a little bit of a difference there. Typically, I mean, you often see the Ana on the back line here at King's Row, but Noel making a swap, and we were questioning whether Noel just wanted to play Ana the whole series, but no, Noel now playing Baptiste in a situation we don't normally see. Oh, Dalka, you're in trouble. How did Dalka end up there? Ends up just in the house, absolutely surrounded. That looks like the summoning circle. Only Ping Pong were the summoners, and Dalka was the circle. On fire. And got summoned to spawn. God, Seven, I mean, not wrong. Seven's been outstanding all day. Absolutely all day. Ooh, look what's going on up here. Seven's gonna get it? Oh, yeah. There it is. We speak their name and they will kill your Lucio. And Seven opens things up here for this team, and now Ping Pong are going to just start surging forward as I hit the wrong button like 17 times in a row. Give me some Lupo Pov. Cavalada on a little sneaky sneak. Lupo, I think you just gave away your Tracer's position. Yep. Cavala's like, I was crawling back here for a solid 30 seconds. And then Lupo just draws all of the attention toward him. Nanabu's thrown out onto Lupo. There goes the pulse. That didn't quite land. But Lupo's able to find a D-Mech onto Dalka up high. And makes sure to try to turn this around. And Noel's going to escort everybody forward, but a good disengage out of Ping Pong as they just round the corner. No fatalities there from the double damage of the 8 metrics. Dalka's still in pilot form, although it's a cool skin, I'll give you that. But unfortunately, still only 150 health. Big Bio Nade lands into the back line. That was a lot of purples up top. And now suddenly it looks like, it feels like the defense of Lokjiiu are just kind of turtling back here in the corner, trying to get mech back. Immortality Field used. They get the mech, but the bio is good. Lokjiiu goes down. Shin is able to strike back a little bit. Is it going to be a big enough counter punch to retake? I don't think it is. Self-destruct with a little extra damage. Finds the D-Mech onto Dalka. And this is Ping Pong putting up a monster time bank heading into the Foundry. Whoopsie. Bye, Lupo. Diva's pretty meta right now, 1P. Diva got a lot of small micro changes, and she just kind of surged to the front of the meta. We saw Brawl kind of sneak in for a while, and so it was like people kind of forgot about Winston Diva, and they thought, oh yeah, Winston's just always strong. And then so they buffed micro missiles, impact damage, the spread on her primary fire, the length of defense matrix, and Diva has found herself right back at the top of the meta. And then recently, Winston got nerfed, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Tuesday. Rally out, and the momentum just continues to mount. Here for Ping Pong. Sound barrier out from the other side, and Reach and Shin put a stop to that as they look to just cut down the sails. The wind flies through the holes in the gaps, but still a little bit of sails left there for Ping Pong. Oh, Kamalata there for some peel. Lupo able to get back at mech just barely. This attack is not really thwarted. Like stalled. Oh, it is 12. You're right. X11 is 12. V11 would be 7. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. It's now a 7. Like this is my universe. I will remake the Roman numerals. They're 7 now. I would call it a language barrier, but you know. Oh my goodness! Y'all distracted me. I didn't know what I don't know what happened to that attack. Ping Pong get thwarted. Whoa! Doka's like, I'm going out. I'm going in. Defensive Bionade forced out from 12. I will actually get the name right. I can't believe it's taken like it's taken like a match and a half for somebody to call me on that too, by the way. Duplicate in, bomb out. Oh, this is a little messy. What's going on down here in the corner? Dalka was able to hide long enough for Noah and Lokjiiu to come up with some picks. It looked like Dalka was just sunk, absolutely tanked in the water. But gets bailed out by their backline. And half of that 5-minute plus time bank has been eaten up. I love the brass. No coach gun needed. Ooh. Cabadello open things up in the back line. That's going to be a beat from the high ground. A 4v5 re-engage here from the defense of Lokjiiu as they try to push into the rally of Bazanella. But Doka eats way too much damage, trying to use the self-destruct. Cabadello is able to get in, get the kill onto the pilot Diva. Nice play out of the Tracer. A sleep does lead to a D-mech onto Lupo, but they have the self-destruct. They're able to get back in mech, and this cap comes through. It took a while, but still plenty of time left in the bank. Reality can be whatever I want it to be. I love it. I love it, 1P. I love it.
Initiating match.
Whoops, wrong button. No, up, 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 up. In another game I play, Q is up and E is down, and then in this game, E is up and Q is down. And so my brain often switches them. So Ping Pong pretty much go undeterred through points A and B. Enter the Foundry with a 5-minute plus time bank, which they used to great effect. Now, it's up to Lokjiiu beats your favorites. Your number one seed that hadn't dropped a map until a few minutes ago in the entirety of this season. Now, suddenly, playing from behind. Trying to see if they can put up a comparable time bank. Ooh, watch out for the ambush here. This Lupo was set up on that, whatever that is. Overhang, I suppose. An overhang's fine. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Lokjiiu able to reach into this position. Very powerful position. But can they hold it? A lot of pressure coming in from the other side, including Shinigami throwing a volley of stickies in up there. And this approach on the King's Row A has definitely been interesting. We've definitely seen a slightly different approach from what we see in NA. Attackers continue to value this high ground. This is very similar because this high ground is super powerful. You get reach in this window with this kind of sight line over the objective, and suddenly you flip this point. The attackers are now forced to cover this gap and run into this sight line to try to come contest the objective. Let's see what Shin and Dalka are up to in here. Shin's in a bit of a battle for hotel. Dalka's going to head up to the high ground. Kamalata moving up to try to dislodge this high ground team, but not able to get it done. Good peel, self-destruct up top. Basanella falls. Dalka's still out there just doing work. And it looks like the slow, methodical approach coming out from Lokjiiu was the way to go. As the Beats will grab the first point. I mean, technically a one and done. It was a 2-minute fight, but they never lost. Oops, Shin, where are you going? Oh, that was Kamalata! That gets the 2-piece in there. Oh, my. I think that's your play of the game. Slick play out of Kamalata. Now, look how aggressive this defense can get. Okay. Dalka, company trying to push out from the high ground. Sleep lads, bio lads. And Lupo is going to push them all the way back into the spawn doors. Just packing them back in like sardines into the can. Shin trying to run away with the cart. It does at least open up the spawn doors for everybody else to get out, and Shin manages to escape down low through house. So Archway has been completely surpassed as Ping Pong were trying to kind of spawn hold. I think they're looking to try to take this back. Look how aggressive they're going to get into house. Was that a rally out from Basanella? On this extremely aggressive push. Once again, Lokjiiu are trying to kind of flip the point. Shin getting chased off there in the back line, opening up some space. Now they got to do something with it. Looks like Lokjiiu are opting to kind of go through house. Okay, they're going to loop back around through main. Yeah, they opened this up. They just need to take this. They opened up Main Street. Now finally converging to push through it. Throwing the Bob out right in front of the pub, looking to pursue. Pulse Bomb is going to land. Nice pulse from Shin. Nano on the other side out of Lupo. Sound Barrier out in response to allow Lokjiiu to continue to keep pressure down, even through the Nano Boost on the other side, allowing Shin to pick up a kill on to 12 or 7 or whatever number I'm calling him at this point. Oh, that's a good camera angle. There we go. Look at the only online. Actually, I say that there is a duplicate on the other side. Little dance hit on point between Kabawada and Shinigami with a Diva duplicate. Might be able to eat a bunch of damage, but there is a nano boost on the other side. So that mech doesn't last long out of the doppelganger. And we're going to get Dalka moving in, looking for blood on a Shinigami. Shinigami with a nice little move, able to duck around. Not just from Dalka, but from Shin as well. Now Shin in the back, tries to throw the stick, but Bazanella is there for the peel. Beautiful little dance moves out of Shinigami. As they just 1 for 2 break the legs of Shin and Dalka. Defense holds. Bucko 7 remains. See the DM there. They almost knew you were there, but the stick is going to land. And that's another 2-piece for Kamalata. The second 2-piece pulse bomb we have seen here on this defense. And that one I did not miss. Whoop. Sleep dart lands. Noel's going to get the revenge. 38 seconds to go. That is a very aggressive Lupa that I'm going to... I actually got you your puff. But not before you got that kill on Noel. A stagger out onto a 1 Lupo. 18 seconds. The Diva taken out of the fight. This is going to be a 5v4 with no tank for this defense. It might be tough here for Ping Pong to hold, but they do have a nano to work with. They're going to throw that nano in onto Kabbalata. Here, right at the getting this, puts some pressure down onto the tank, but the Bob is too good. Right there in the perfect spot to prevent a real good contest. You see, Shinigami made it out over the top, and Lupo is back here in this fight, but it is just Lupo alone. I think there was an Avatar episode called that. I'm ready for that Kabbalata flight. I'm ready. There it is. Oh. Kabbalata still on the right-hand side. Try to muscle their way in, but Shin finds a stick into the back. Reaches down so they don't have the high ground possession. Everybody from Lokjiiu decided to turn their attention and run Kabbalata off of that flank. 4v4 here for the final corner with 38 seconds to go for Lokjiiu to cap. They have to cap with time if they want a chance to have an attack in extra innings. They got Nano and Beat to work with to make it happen. Anti out from 12, lands on to reach. There's the sleep on the Lupo to start. Dalka's going to get the nano and try to push in, but they're running into 2 Divas, and Kabbalata's already found Shin in the back line. Sound barrier in just in the nick of time, and Lupo gets bioed. They're taking out a mech. Dalka's managed to handle 1. Self-destruction going to go out on both sides. Shinigami loses the duplicate. Kabbalata is down. Defense now down 1 as Shin makes their way back into this fight. +1 here for Lokjiiu. Rally pop from Bazanella, and they're going to get very aggressive on the back of it. Lupo along with it finds 2 final blows, and Ping Pong are threatening to move up to match point as Lupo finds their 3rd pick in this fight. And this is going to do it. This cart will stop here. And Ping Pong take a 2nd map off of Lokjiiu. Lokjiiu. God, I don't know why that's such a hard one to say. Huge map. Huge play from, well, is this the first double kill pulse or the second? I think it's the first. I think it's the one I missed, so I would... Oh, window to window. Very nice. Very, very nice. Lupo alone, favorite Avatar episode. Exactly. Exactly, 1P. Thank you. I'm glad somebody picks up on that. Let's get a point on the board for Ping Pong. My goodness. Have I mentioned Lokjiiu hadn't dropped a map at all this season? At all. Ping Pong come in absolutely on fire. I mean, they started off on that vicious attack right out of the gate, just rolling into the Foundry, basically unhindered. And, I mean, that was enough. That time bank right there, that excellent push through points A and B. You know, they stalled a little bit on the back of point B, but not for long. Let's take a quick look at some stats. Cabalata going 20-6. Lupo, your server leader is far... Oh, no! Reach actually led in damage with nearly 15k, but also led in deaths as well. All right. It's a new Queen Street ban out of Ping Pong. It is Lokjiiu's pick. Headed into map 3. The most played push map, and what has become a very diva favored map. We head to Coliseum. Yeah, Rally Nano is raid boss. That is textbook raid boss. Ooh, we got no Winston out from Dalka. And Null showing us the Kiriko as well. So I was dead wrong about Null's hero pool. Like, you know, thinking maybe there wasn't the flexibility there. Is now they're picking up their third flex support of the series. But still a great early start from Ping Pong. As they're going to flip this around. And I need to flip your team names around, don't I? Give me 1 second. I'll do that. All right. Re-engage here. Not enough progress to be completely worrisome here for Lokjiiu. But they do need to win this fight, and Shin able to win that battle of the flanks. Good start. I mean, Shin's going to come in from the back left, put pressure down. Dalka moving up front. Dalka just kind of strafing, keeping in stride here. Managed to find a quick separation onto Bazanella, but they swift step right out. So Ping Pong kind of they stay in tit for tat with the dance, go step for step, and now able to re-engage here with the Kitsune Rust just before the lead line. Ends up being 2 in the back, 3 in the back. Go to take care of Shin. As Shinigami kind of comes around, loops around from the front line to cut off the retreat of Shin. Now a sound barrier out from Ping Pong as they push into the the Kitsune Rush on the other side. Lokjiiu low gets absolutely melted, 83% to barrier, and will not get one up here for beats. There will be no Lokjiiu beats this fight for Lokjiiu beat. Wait, I think I said that the wrong way. There'll be no Lokjiiu beat this fight for Lokjiiu beats. Haha. Down into the cubby hole goes Ping Pong, and Reach throws the dynamite there to chase him down. See if they can get some picks on this. A pick there means they might have been able to push all the way back up, but good disengage, and we're going to be right back to a neutral fight. Shin and Cabalata continue to kind of trade blows here over the middle. Battle of possession of the flank angle. Cabalata opts to just go right down Main Street. Here comes a big Omnic Butler out of reach. Trying to pursue that. It does force Ping Pong back a little bit. Duplicate now, and Cabalata still playing off the outside. Moves him and love to get a pulse down in onto Reach. Waits for the sound barrier to fade, but the pulse doesn't quite land. Shinigami got on the back end of a duplicate. Has a self-destruct. Lupo's already gotten one of the self-destruct. Here comes another bomb over the top, and that finds 2! What a beautiful placement. What beautiful timing. Oh my goodness. You know what? If one self-destruct won't get it done, might as well just launch a second into the mix. It's been a while since I've seen double diva bombs. It was a Lokjiiu 3-0. To answer that question, 1P. When they face off in regular season, it was a 3-0. For Lokjiiu beats. The closest map was Hybrid that went to a 6-5, I believe, on Blizzard World, if memory serves. Again, Lokjiiu beats had not dropped a single map. Not a one the entire season. Not even in the first match in upper bracket semifinals for playoffs. They have come into this series with a 24-0 map record. Dolka trying to chase down Shinigami and Shin there to combo with it. Double support ults out here at a 4v5 from Ping Pong. But Lupo gets demacked as well. So this will be Lokjiiu able to win a fight. Get this bot going back the other direction. And this is the tough one here for Lokjiiu beats, right? Because you're trying to push into this high ground. Very, very difficult ask. And why we're seeing the D.Va become so popular on this map is for this fight right here. This fight is just so important. And the high ground is so important to the positioning to hold this to hold this ground. Hold this map control. There we go. That's the word. Both teams kind of trying to tighten their grip over this corner. Ping Pong even end up relenting a little bit. Try to loop around back. Cavallado with the pulse, trying to come underneath. Shin there to match. And so far the dance has been pretty even. But we do have Lokjiiu who's able to muscle forward. All they need is one more good fight win, but this is the hardest part. Got to push under the bridge. They have to give up a little bit of space here. Duplicate from Shinigami. Double support ult out from the other side. That's enough to... Yeah, let's go to... Oh, I got there too late. Sorry, Lokjiiu. I missed you getting the Lucio diff over 12 on the other side. Reach is able to pick up one as well. And indeed... Oh, nice kill. Good peel from Lokjiiu. That's the lead. That's the checkpoint. That's close spawns. Unlocked here for Lokjiiu. Momentum is a funny thing. And right now, it feels like the tides have turned. Oh, I wanted to reach Puff. Trying to raid out the Deadeye. Oh, finds the D-Mac. Lupo is not here. This is a great sign for Lokjiiu to start to bring this back. Salbair from the other side for only 4. No take on the battlefield. Kitsune rush in here from Lokjiiu to try to cap this point. Cavallado gets their pulse bomb gobbled up here by Dolka. Lupo able to get back at mech there just in the nick of time on the corner and try to use the last bit of this Kitsune rush to go into the backline, put some pressure in on the Reach. Along with Shinigami, they're able to find that pick, but a remech actually flattens Lupo. And Shinigami strikes back though. Fighting revenge. 1-for-1 trades continue to go back and forth. 2v2 left on the point, but defense with a lot closer spots will eventually just outlast here. Woo, nice move from Shen. So double support ults used last fight there from Ping Pong. Means a sound barrier advantage here from Lokjiiu themselves. I guess either would have worked. Either Lokjiiu the Lucio or Lokjiiu beats the team. Both are true. Patient approach here from Ping Pong. Just inching closer towards the D.Va. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Lupo was dancing around the cover. Shannon in the back. Ooh, another pulse bomb gets gobbled up. This time it's Lupo who's able to feast a little bit. get themselves a little mid-fight snack. 75 seconds remain. 115 meters to 66, favoring Lokjiiu. As the two teams fight for control of Tim Smith Sr. in the middle of this point. Self-destruct into the back. Sound barrier out from the other side. Shin's able to pick up a kill onto Lupo before they're able to get back in mech. Lokjiiu is chasing 12 on the outside. 12 comes up with the win. Neither team has control of the point, but we'll say there is still at least a tank standing here for Lokjiiu. Shinigami swapped to a far at some point. Already has Barrage online, ready to go. Gotta be cautious of that cast in the back. Ooh, Shin dancing around, looking to build up to the last of that pulse bomb while the Deadeye is thrown in. Was used before just to DMAC Lupo. Trying to wait out the defense matrix. Doesn't get the DMAC. Soundbarrier even finds Lupo as well. Here comes the counter punch. Out from Ping Pong to try to end this map, but they're going to have to win several fights in a row. Suzu to protect against that pulse bomb, simultaneously throwing in the Kitsune Rush. The barrage into the back. There goes Shinigami, but Reach is able to find him out. Indeed, did not dance around, did not plan for the cast in time. 2-for-2 trade, and it's a 3v3 left on the back of this point. Noel and Reach both low, but doesn't look like Lupo's gonna be able to get done. They do! Lupo finds Reach. Capodello finds Noel. This map is still going. Lokjiiu beats have gotten close, but there's still more work to be done. Good news is this bot will stop. And Shin finds that drop-in pick over the top. Further just whittling down the reinforcements of Ping Pong. They do not have close spawns. Look how far away those spawns are. There's the checkpoint. Close spawns have just... Oh, no, they did. Okay, they surpassed the checkpoint. They'd already unlocked the checkpoint. Now they've got close spawns. Ping Pong do not have to wait the 10 seconds, but 12 is gone. There's nobody else left to touch. We head to round 4. As Lokjiiu beats narrowly edge out Coliseo. Got a bit hairy there at the end.
Play of the game.
We do, in fact, have ourselves a match. Ooh, that was a quick. Honorable Lucio 1v1. Yeah, you damn right. You damn right. All right. We're going to get into map 4 pretty quick like here. Let's, very snappy stats. Snappy stats coming up. Ooh. Dalka just, really taking matters in their own hands with a 20-5. By far the most elims on the team, leading Lokjiiu beats into a map 4. Shin and Reach getting involved in the mix as well. Reach leading the server in damage. I mean, ton of damage out from the Ash, which I mean that's kind of become the trend. I mean, especially the Dynamites just can get so much work done, put a lot of pressure down. It's enough to send us to that map 4. A map 4 with no ban. It was Lokjiiu Beats' map pick. Suravasa here from map 4. Hey, our team stayed on the same side. Oh, so they didn't do it so well that time. I've nailed that move before. All right, let's try it again. Ready, you go. Whoop. You go up. Ah, nope. You gotta go down through there. Yes. There it is. All right. Lupo showing us a little Western here. Start things off. We'll see if that sticks.
2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Bit of the backdoor approach out of Ping Pong. Right up the gut here from Lokjiiu. Well, a little tracer duel going on below your camera here at the moment in the bottom left, but so far it's just a bit of a poke battle in the early stages of this fight. Let's get those health bars on. Thank you very much. Let's check in with our poke heroes. Oh, there's the attack. There's the kill. Lupo immediately drops on the front line. And this will be first cap going over to Lokjiiu because of it. Aggressive Lucios have been the name of the game here today. Hey, let's go look at some aggressive Lucios. Why not? What are we doing, Lucios? Ooh. Lupo forced to use that bubble early as we're going to get a Kitsune rush out from the other side. Nice disengage out here from Ping Pong, and they just backpedal it all the way out of the market. Try to wait out the arches of speed. Now I have one of their own to come back in with. Love to throw this over the point. Yeah, nice positioning there from Bazanella. Able to escort Lupo in. Bubble should block against the self-destruct. It does not. Bubble gets broke. Self-destruct lands at a beautiful spot. But Kabbalata is right there to try to pull this back when the fight in lieu of the scientist being absent. Oh, and we got a call for a pause. Excuse me, a bit of a frog in my throat there. That was a 99-0 flip there for Ping Pong. If there's a method that speaks Portuguese, can let me know what's going on here. I don't know why they called the pause. So I'm not sure, like, oh, did we just hang out for a second? Okay, yeah, it was just a 1 minute pause. Okay, cool, we're good. Perhaps just a lag spike or something, or maybe just some sort of emergency. Somebody's cat kicked their drink over onto their mouse pad or something. Never know. Lokjiiu beats, trying to push right up the gut. Noah's got to be cautious of this pulse bomb in the back. And you know, Kabbalata is just looking for that Suzu to be used. Sound barrier out. Gonna get aggressive. There's a Suzu used here from their own team. Ping Pong now have an overclock. Gotta be careful. Reaches Deadeye. Ooh, a lot of damage to Lupo. Lupo gets out with like 1 health. Sound barrier in from the other side, and Lupo's gonna go diving back in. Forces out the swift step. Shikigami from the high ground, and the fight's starting to move to the outside, where we have trade a support for a tank. Shinigami able to find a pick in their own right. 3v3 moving on at this point. A 99-99 fight. No tank here. The Pulse is going to find a D-Mac. No! Oh, it did. It did. Yeah, Dalka did get D-Mac. I thought it might have gotten Suzu there for a moment, but no such luck. As this fast last point going down to the wire, Lokjiiu falls. Shin is still here, recalling, holding ground as much as possible, but losing reinforcements all around him. And Ping Pong will grab our first point. That does not look comfortable. That reminds me of my martial arts days. Sitting up against the wall, having people press your legs down to the floor. It was just a little stretching. Reach was just doing a little stretching. That's all it was. Getting prepped for the second point. All right, Kitsune Rush ready to go for both squads. We'll see if Shin can get it done with this pulse. Oh, it doesn't make the blink up. Not able to catch the disengage because of it. Just that one slight little error throws off the timing. And they were hoping to cut off the disengage with the pulse bomb. Now, as it stands, full 5-player re-engage here for Ping Pong on to this point. Dalka knocked out of mech. We'll find the pilot. Ooh, the recall looked a touch early, but ended up surviving. As Shinigami finds a pair of kills through this. Should have been watching the Soj when I was watching the Tracer. Shinigami with 3. All right, tied up on percentage as Ping Pong makes it back into this fight. Excuse me, as Lokjiiu beats makes it back into this fight. It's Cavalado by the pulse this time around. Sound Barrier on the other side. Ooh, what did the Lucio, but it was just a touch behind the speedy little Brazilian. Suzu did get used here, and Shinigami now dropping the overclock in from above. Sound Barrier out. Oh, but Shin doesn't get it. Beautiful headshot. Let's cut it on Lupo, who's got a primal rage here in the back. Trying to finish what Shinigami had started. Has reached caught in a corner. Still a good Suzu's able to keep everybody alive through that, but eventually the railgun shot will be the end of reach. And Shinigami, what is that, 5 in this fight? Shinigami with an insane fight. Rad skin, too. The gold gun on that skin looks really slick. That's badass. All right, the jump just to try to match here. Lupo uses all their cooldowns to get this position. Now Kitsune Rush to try to take it back. Here from Lokjiiu beats. 12 finds Shin. The Kitsune Rush does not go as planned. Now here comes the counter punch in a 5v4 situation for Ping Pong, and they've managed to isolate Dalka on the point. Self-destruct over the middle. Everybody's able to get out in time as Lupo finds a pair of kills hiding in the bubble with what health remains to get topped off. And it's a flawless fight win here from Ping Pong to cap this one. No fatalities. I think Clash and Juno will make their appearance in Season 3 1P. All right, re-engage. Very quick re-engage, as a matter of fact. Shin with the pulse. Looking for 12 after the sound barrier is starting to fade. Unfortunately, Dalka gets demacked. And take a look at our supports here from Ping Pong. Little Lucio duel on the outside. Show me the Lucio duel. 12 wins it out with a headshot. Shin gets the revenge. Well, of course, it means I need to go to some Shin pop. Oh, actually, no. Let's just stay on some reach pop. The flashbang. It's not exactly how you want to start that. Oh, trying to jump out. Lupo eats a bit of damage from that. He's able to get away. Ping Pong are still in control at this point, mind you. It's all big Biodate in the back. Shinigami hoping to survive long enough to get this overclock out and ready. See if they can claim this 3rd point. See if they can claim this series. But Dalka's already got 1. Shinigami's got reach in the back. The nano boost on to Dalka is gone, but they're running out of reinforcements. I need to go to some Dalka Pov. Lokjiiu comes up with a pair. And Beats hangs on. Clutchy, thank you for the follow. I thought it was done. I thought the series was over after Shinigami comes up with that overclock kill. Now suddenly it's looking like a sound barrier advantage. Ooh, and a new swap as Shin has gone over to a main. No more Tracer. May have had this last fight. I just didn't notice. Sorry. But a Kitsune Rush here on the other side. It's going to be Rush versus Beat. Lokjiiu up in the air with an aggressive beat. But Noel goes down. I don't think they got the beat in the back. Lupo bubbled it off. And Noel gets no protection out of the sound barrier. Cabalata is able to pick up 1, and that might have just done it. It's a beautiful bubble out of Lupo. that starts the cascade of Fallen, and it ends up crashing down over Lokjiiu Beats, sending them all the way into the lower bracket. One by one, they're going to do their darndest to keep this alive, but the Exercise and Focus Fire on point. GG's all around, and Ping Pong upset Lokjiiu Beats in the upper bracket final. Dalka wins the fight, but Ping Pong wins the war. At least the battle. At least the battle. I'd say the war is the overall bracket. And there's still a safety net down there for Lokjiiu. They've still got a loser's bracket they can run through. We haven't seen the last of Lokjiiu Beats, I assure you. But the day belongs to Ping Pong right now. They're able to put up a 3-0 over Pumas and then a 3-1 here over your number 1 seed in Lokjiiu Beats. They are able to make the god bleed, prove that they are in fact mortal and can be beaten. Let's take a look at some stats here from round 4. I mean, that looked pretty dominant, and the stats kind of reflect it. The eye test felt dominant. The stats show us the same thing. Shinigami coming up with your most elims there in the server with 24, averaging it was a 24-3 overall elim death record. Lupo with leading the server in damage at 9,500. God, my brain just... What a match! Woo! Woo! What a match!